I know I dodged a bullet, but I miss him. Hi, my name is Sadie Schertzer, and I help motivated individuals access their authentic voices in order to communicate with clarity and confidence in their personal and professional lives. This person is speaking about an ex who became very religious at some point after they had been dating for a while. They say they got deep into Christian prosperity gospel cult, the kind where pastors call themselves men of God, and then the BBC ends up making a documentary about the pastors. Hey, it could have been on the BBC. This wasn't who he was when we started dating, and over time it became his whole identity and shaped what he expected from me. Today the grief hit hard and I miss him, not the belief system, but the person he used to be before this took over. We have both blocked each other now. I'm posting here instead of breaking no contact because part of me still wants comfort, even though I know going back would mean losing myself again. First and foremost, there's a really big distinction to make here, and that's that this is not about religion, spirituality, any sort of belief system. This is about identity. Everyone is entitled to their belief system. And in this case, both the person who became religious and the person who remained non-religious. And this change, the split in the identity, is what it seems like this person is mourning. So if this person were to come to me as a coach, we would first start talking about what the relationship looked like before this person found this new spirituality. What were the things that you loved about them? How did you pass time together? What were the things that you really connected on? This person has an incredible amount of self-awareness. They say at the end, I know going back would mean losing myself again. And so they also realize that it's about identity, but every breakup is tough. And right now they're mourning the person that they started dating. Our path in life can change, and it is completely normal to fall in love with someone and then over time realize that your paths are going in different directions. It's still really difficult. I would also ask this person some questions about their own spirituality. It seems like their ex touched on a vulnerable spot because they wrote, my independence and questions were treated like spiritual failure. We never want to feel like a failure. Spiritual failure is particularly vulnerable because it denotes a lack of access to a higher being. It's also just not nice to feel like a failure at anything. So I would ask this person some questions about their own spiritual journey. Do you have a spiritual journey, or how were you raised, or what are the kind of things that are important to you in terms of spirituality? And just give them a platform to talk about that. And that may remind them that they are actually very comfortable with their own spirituality and that they don't need to prove anything to anyone. Spirituality is so personal, and having a partner who realizes how personal that is and doesn't attack our vulnerable spots, even if you're not the same religion, that they recognize that your spirituality or your religious beliefs are yours and theirs are theirs, in finding ways to coexist. That's what a really good partner looks like. I can empathize with the feeling of going through a breakup and losing potentially your best friend and someone that you loved. The title of this post says it all. I know I dodged a bullet. And I think it's incredibly healthy that this person is sharing their story with the world because other people can learn from it. If anyone else is going through a tough breakup or experiencing any relationship problems that you'd like to speak about, you can reach out to me at theclarityexchange@gmail.com. And for everyone else, remember that spirituality can be a really touchy subject. And I encourage you to be honest and truthful with yourself so that you can be the same with your partner. See you soon.